Anyway, Blaze. Yes, this is Blaze. We call him Blaziken. Also, butt stuff guy.
Don't ever call me
Anyway.
Blaze, just call me Blaze.
Fair, or Chris. Anyway. So, you are known as the backseat butt stuff heal me, kiss me baby. How do you feel about that?
Is that what you guys literally call me behind my back?
That is what I call you every day that we play together. Every time we play and you're healing me, I say kiss me, Blaze, and you do.
That hurts. That hurts my feelings.
You know it's true. So I will no longer tell you to kiss me.
But, so, alright. What's the questionnaire that I'm filling out?
That's the thing. We asking all the questions tonight. When did you start? What age? What game? What inspired you to be the healer of all your greatest pals? I'm gonna laugh if you say Division 2.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Okay.
Fucking Minecraft.
No, so on the PlayStation 2, there's this game called Star Wars Battlefront 2.
My God.
There is a class called the Engineer, and you could repair shit. Like, you could repair turrets, and you could make stuff easier for your other AI companions.
Like an engineer does.
Like an engineer does. And I played the shit out of him. And originally, it was because he had a fucking shotgun. And shotgun go boom is fun.
Poggers.
But then once I actually understood how, like, useful it could be, it was like a weird, like, hey, I'm being helpful and I'm not being a complete fucking bot. And then I started playing games like Overwatch or a game like Killing Floor 2, which has a specific medic class. And it was also really just gratifying, you know what I mean? Like, hey, my teammate won that fight because I had a medic beam placed so far up his ass.
So in other words, because you suck at shooting, you have to
Gandhi, I would beat you in a gunfight any other day of the week.
We don't talk about that.
But
Stop.
That, and also I've always just enjoyed the idea and the thought of being able to help people. Whether, like even as
watch out, folks, it's getting philosophical.
Even if it's just like making their day better, I've always found that to be an enjoyable experience for myself. So it definitely translated into games.
Understandable. What was your I'm assuming Star Wars was your first healer role, I'm guessing.
Yeah, first support role. First healer role would be what was it? It would actually be fucking shit. What was the game? It was this old fucking shooter game on my on the PS2, and it was Medal of Honor. There was a fucking thing you could do where you would patch up your teammates using your medkits. You know, I'd always end up sacrificing the mission to make sure I got all of my guys out in one piece, even if I had to scour the entire fucking mission for an hour to find another medkit.
Understandable. I could see where you'd want to do that. So, in terms of your most successful healing roles, do you have any memories of your your biggest, greatest moment of being the god of all heals?
My first game of Overwatch, playing Lucio, I saved a last-second push to get it into overtime using my ultimate, and saved us from a Zarya Genji Nano Blade ult. And we ended up winning the match, and I was super proud of that. That's probably the best one that comes to mind. That, and whenever I make suicide plays for the res in Destiny and it actually works out in my favor, it's always a very gratifying feeling.
Understandable. Alright, this clip sucks. I was hoping for a giant boostio to come out. I now regret all of my decisions as of about 10 seconds ago. That was supposed to be a really funny boostio, but it didn't come out, so...
because of the bit,
yeah, but it didn't work, so we're gonna rewind and pretend that didn't happen.
You should probably have that shit lined up better if you're gonna use a sound effect.
Shut up.
In future interviews.
Nah, you right. I just didn't expect you to say you were using Mr. Boostio. If I would have known that. But we
I'm
digress.
literally the Boostio
We
man.
digress, baby boy. What is your favorite healer moment of Division? Because, you know, we've had a lot of funny
And the whole
instances.
reason we were able to last longer than 5 seconds in our very first legendary attempt when we were all nowhere near the point that says we should have even considered touching that button, and we were still able to survive for a moderately decent amount of time just because my ass existed.
And you do got a pretty fat ass, and that's why we survived. I need a laugh track to make these moments good.
Editing software, bud.
Shut the fuck up, I don't do that stuff, it's too high tech for me. I'm an old head.
Oh my fuck. Goddamn boomer.
Not even old. What about your worst healer moment? What is that one memory you have of like, damn, I suck?
When I was first getting used to playing Killing Floor 2, I'm assuming this is going on your YouTube.
Of
So
course.
if you've ever played Killing Floor 2, the medic class isn't very, like, the tutorial for it doesn't teach you shit for dick about how to use the guns or how to heal your team, because it's an alt fire button, which would be your R1, not alt fire, which would be like in other games it's like holding square to switch or something of that nature,
Or like R3 in a lot of games.
or R3. And so I ended up sitting there as we're on the final boss fight of a wave encounter, getting absolutely fucking reamed sideways, and I'm shooting my teammates with normal ammunition, thinking I'm helping them, and we ended up selling that entire mission encounter because I just didn't know what I was doing, and I genuinely believe that is my biggest failure ever.
That's a pretty damaging thing to your demeanor, I could imagine.
I felt like shit. I didn't touch the game for a solid 3 days afterwards because
Let's just be glad there was no friendly fire. Please tell me there was no
Yeah.
friendly fire.
No, if there was friendly fire, I would not be on the game to this day. I would have given up a long time ago.
You definitely got a point there. I can definitely see where you're coming from on that one. So, what about your bravest moment as a healer, since that's kind of your whole identity now to my YouTube channel? Your whole identity is being a healer and nothing else.
I'm the bandages guy.
Yeah, you're the guy that carries. You're like the water boy.
It's when we're doing our missions in here. First time we did a heroic mission, I instinctively, before my build was even ready, and I didn't have any armor, I didn't have anything like that, and I couldn't defend myself with damage because I was built strictly for just healing you guys. And so we had 3 men down. I was the one that was last alive because that's typically what happens to the medic. And my first instinct was to just blitz the enemy with the most fucking audacity and speed that any one person can muster. And I ended up clearing out a majority of the threats in the area, as well as getting some reses off so we can re-establish and regain footing in the room. And it didn't completely blow up in my face, so that was a pretty solid moment, I'm not gonna lie. That was an ego booster.
If there's any time to have balls, it would be at that moment, and you definitely had some big cojones at that point.
I feel like cojones isn't even the right word for it. It was just fucking testicular fortitude.
God damn it. Alright, now for the fun questions. What's your favorite part about being my healer?
Do you want the real answer?
I need
that's
it.
not gonna be nice.
I
It's
need
not
every
gonna be
answer. I need every answer for this one.
nice. Okay, favorite
There's
part
gotta
about
be
being your
some
healer,
type
it's-
there's some type of positive to being my healer, even though I'm a slippery
It
little
always
fucking
keeps me on my
snake.
toes, and it gives me a warm-up whenever I'm playing this game, and I haven't played it in a while, because keeping track of you is like keeping track of a small child, and not in a bad way, but it's just because of your playstyle.
Considering I'm the size of one, I did not take offense to that.
fuck off. But no, considering you play very aggressively and as a tank, you kind of have the leeway that says you can do shit like that, and my mistakes won't be immediately detrimental to your progress.
Yeah.
Like, I have some leeway to it, so it's always good playing with you, and I mean this with, like, actual, like, wholeheartedness. Playing with you definitely is a necessary evil to my success, because if I don't have a warm-up, then I'm not able to perform to the highest I can, if that makes any sense. And then the worst part, because I have a feeling this is going to be coming up, is you have what I like to call frat boy energy, which is you have all the fucking audacity in the world that says you can say fuck you to the biggest guy in the room like it's like some shitty prison movie.
Like last night.
Like last night.
The whole
Perfect-
video I
yeah,
was
no,
recording and forgot
perfect-
to finish recording.
Yeah, no, perfect example. Last night, charges in. He's like, I've got this. Gets folded. Me
In about 3
doing what-
seconds after saying that,
me
and then
doing
it
what I
literally
do,
fumbled the
I
bag.
come following in like the good little person I am, trying to be of assistance, and I get bodied, forgetting that it's not like Destiny where you're not having to, like, when you go for heals in this game, it punishes you and says, yeah, don't expect to do shit for damage. And so I charged in thinking I was all that in the fucking
Bag of
extra.
rocks.
Yeah, and I got completely folded.
Destiny
And
has some
then
type of
we-
leeway where you're not getting shot with 3,000 bullets at once.
Yeah,
This
no,
game does
Destiny
not.
has some leeway for the support players. But, no, Division says, oh, you want to be helpful? Congrats!
Fuck you.
Piss off!
Mm-hmm. Now, what about the best part of being a group healer with with the main squad that we run? What's the best part about that?
That you guys all treat me with respect and also appreciate what I do.
You thinking pretty
Respect it.
optimistic.
Respect is in, you guys don't, like, because I know there's a lot of communities in games where they're like, or again, Overwatch's community. no
Overwatch has a
disrespect to any
very,
of your
very
people.
bad healing community from my experience. That's why I stopped.
Like, if you have any viewers that play Overwatch, I apologize if this offends
In advance.
makes them. Yeah, I apologize if it makes them
Yeah.
upset. But no, people, if, like, perfect example, you have that one Genji who's like, I need
yeah.
healing, I need healing, has
Yep.
1 health missing, I need healing, or takes your med kit when you're like at 1 health as a mercy.
Yeah.
And heaven forbid you have to take you have to take the health in order to keep him topped off, and he just doesn't want to acknowledge the idea of, hey, if my healer's at max health and I defend my healer, then guess what? I stay
all
at max
happy.
health longer,
Yes.
and we can make a progressive push. But then they throw it in your face the minute, say, you switch off and say the Reinhardt needs health because he's been getting absolutely reamed by a Bastion and a
As a
Sigma
tank
and a
does.
Zarya. Yeah,
As a tank
because
does.
the tank eats. The tank is literally there to be the, like,
The motherfucking tank.
yeah, that's literally their job description.
The tank is meant to be the tank. Genji ain't no
Exactly.
tank.
But the minute you deviate from them, they treat you as if, like, you are less than fucking human excrement. And are the worst to you. And that's the least favorite part is just of the job. Is it's either the whole team thanks you and they treat you with like a lot of respect because you're going out of your way to help.
Healing
Or
is a
they
very
treat
difficult
you-
job. I couldn't pull it off. I've never been able to, especially in this game. We argued for about an hour last night trying to get me to understand that I can't be a healer. We don't talk about that. We never mentioned
It's
that.
not even that little side thing. I don't think that you're not able to. I don't think you have the right mindset, but
I don't.
and it
I'm
is
too
a-
aggressive
it is
to be a
trip
healer.
It is a trip
almost
to get
like
used to because at a certain point you've just got to acknowledge you're not the one who's going to be doing all the damage. You're not going to be the one who's doing the big numbers on damage or eating damage.
You're not going to be eating all
there-
the damage, nor are you going to be able to put in all the damage, and that's kind of a thing that I don't like. It's
Yeah, like
definitely
if
an
you
issue
have
for
any
me.
viewers who play TF2, you're not playing to
Oh,
get
yeah.
fucking godlike. You're not playing to get the highest damage on the leaderboard or the highest kill streak or anything like that.
Of course.
You're playing for the long game. You're not playing for the I just got a 5 kill streak and I just wiped their whole team. You're playing for the I got the uber charge at the perfect moment and I held it in. I was able to coordinate my team to victory.
Mm.
Which definitely also helps because I like to take on a more leader-ish role whenever I'm playing with people and try and lead and like overall try and like inspire to like do better. As lame as
Yes,
that sounds, like I try to bring the best out of people.
It's only as lame as you make it be, to be honest.
I'm making it pretty lame with the fact that I sound like a fucking cornball right now.
You're only as much of a cornball as you make yourself.
Okay, philosophy.
Fuck off. My name's Gandhi after all. Gotta be philosophical.
Fuck off. Gandhi's rolling his grave for that one sentence.
I mean,
Or
I wouldn't
walk
be a
to the
good.
ocean
I
and get
wouldn't be a
salt
good
for that.
Bapu. I would not be a good Bapu if I did not embarrass my creator, Sir Bop,
Fair enough, fair enough.
Mr. Bop. So, you've mentioned your hatred's a strong word, I would say. Perhaps not your hatred for the job, but definitely the far downsides, if you will, of the job. What's the biggest up? You talked about the down. What's the biggest up? Besides, you know, being a true detriment, for lack of a better word.
Do you mind, like...
Elaborating?
Yeah, I don't get what you're asking, and I'm pretty sure that's just because I'm tired or I'm because I'm stupid.
What about the job makes it worth it? For what about the job makes the abuse worth it? The abuse of Overwatch and other things, the disrespect you may get. What about the job
Because I know
brings
at
it
the end
to
of the
light
day,
that you
if
need
I
it?
at least make one person smile, even if it's like some little 7-year-old who just played his very first game and got a fucking 3 kill streak.
Yeah, that's
because
what's
I was
up.
able
I
to
fucks
keep
with that
his
type of
ass
shit.
alive. Just because of that, even if he was playing like a complete fucking idiot and he just didn't have the game sense. Like everybody at one point has their moment where they're just like new to games. Because I had that. I had that moment when like Black Ops, and you would just get put to the grinder, and if you survived, you survived. If you didn't, you didn't.
Yep, definitely a pain in the ass. But we all have to suck at some point just to be up there
It's like
with the others.
the idea that I can possibly make that transition from, hey, I completely blow ass at a video game, to, hey, I have the game skill and knowledge to say I can be that person for somebody.
Yeah.
Like, if I can make that transition smoother or more stomachable, I think is the right, I think that's the word. Digestible, thank you. If I can make that transition like easier or more like
basically
like
the transition
grueling,
from ass to grass, the easier you can make that, the better.
Or even if it's just giving them one good memory in a shitty game.
For sure.
Like, another good memory I have of Overwatch is I was playing Ana with a Reinhardt who was very new to the game, and it was right around the time I started playing it too. And but I had watched videos for a long time on it, so I knew what I was doing. I didn't have the technical sense, but I had the game sense.
Of course.
And I was watching him struggle, and so I said, you know what, I'm gonna switch to Mercy and I'm gonna pocket him.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna try and make this experience the best I can. And then the kid ended up getting the play of the game.
And that is definitely a very
heals.
memorable thing. That will always. I will never forget my first play of the game. D.Va got the D.Va bomb off. Never forget that.
I feel like that's everybody's first play of the game is a D.Va bomb or a Genji blade.
Let's be real. Yeah, you ain't wrong. Let's be
Yeah,
real.
no.
You ain't wrong about that.
Yeah, that's basically who you play when you want to go for the PUBG.
Yeah.
But he ended up friend requesting me and wanting me to join his team.
That's what's up.
Granted, we don't play with each other anymore. I think he ended up stopped playing video games altogether, which is a shame. because he was a good kid, but the fact that I was able to even leave a lasting imprint for him, which I hope translated into like further in his life.
Of course.
Like, I hope that kid learned like the idea of, hey, I do have the option to be a complete asshole to this guy because he doesn't know like the exact millimeter to put something, or this, that, or the other, or the exact meta for this game. Or you can go directly out of your way to support and make it easier and make it more happy for them. Like, it was a good feeling.
Truly all it takes is that one person to change you from, damn, I don't know if I can do this anymore, to, you know what, I may not always have this mercy by my side, but at least I know that there is a mercy out there for me.
Yeah, exactly. And then even in Division, it's always good because, like, you'll never complain when you have a healer. Like, even if you have a shit healer. Like, healing's always there. There's no detriment, there's no negative, there's no catch-22. It's not like if you have a sniper and the sniper completely blows ass. Because we all have those days, we all have those moments where we're just like, fuck, man, I just can't hit my shots.
Yeah, there's been quite a few moments where I miss more than just a few shots, and it sucks, but like you said, we all have those moments. We're not always gonna, you know...
You're not always on peak performance, whether it's because you just got shit on your mind or whatever, but like, there's no downside to being a medic, at least in my mind, because, like, sure, you could suck and you could not be healing to maximum efficiency or whatever, which, that just takes practice, that takes time, and that just takes, overall just learning the play style, because like you said, it's like, you don't have the right mindset to play the role, but there's no loss in having a medic. There's no loss in having a support player. Whether it's they carry extra armor for the team, or it's something as simple as them being like, here, let me patch up the 2 health you're missing, just so when you go into that fight, that 2 health could be the game changer.
I was honestly just about to mention that. Even if you have a shit healer, that's... No matter how bad your teammate may be, no matter the position, at least any type of effort is better than no effort. Because even, as you said, 2 health is better than, you know, not having that 2 health in a firefight. Or in the sniper case, even if you're missing most of your shots and you're not getting full-blown kill shots, at least you're ticking them down enough to, you know, help the team out.
Yeah, like, even just putting any support for the team is better than nothing. And whether that support for the team is minuscule or it's like the fucking game-changing, like, oh, if we wouldn't have had him there, which... Like, as much as that's a gratifying idea, that's not my goal every time I go into a game. Being the reason why the mission goes flawlessly and we clutch up the raid encounter in Destiny because of a clutch well, or we survive a Division tower area because some random ass bullshit overdrive shit that I pull off, then it's a lot nicer of a feeling than just saying, oh, I was able to kill the boss in 2 shots.
Yes. And I can agree with that. It's sometimes the gratification that you can get from something like healing even a minuscule amount is sometimes much nicer than, oh, hey, I 2-shot like a very tanky boss enemy or something. Because sometimes... I mean, like, I won't disagree with the idea that it's not fun. Of course
like,
it is, yeah.
Fucking someone up is funny and it's all that, but I feel like it's definitely a more...
Sometimes it does, I'll admit, sometimes it does take away from the fun for others. Because if you can, you know, wipe the floor with an enemy, sometimes it's not as fun for the other people that would have liked to put in a few bullets, you know. So yeah, I think it's about time we wrap this up. We've gotten some pretty inspirational words from our friend Blaze here. Is there any last minute comments, questions, concerns, plugs?
Remember kids, treat your healers right, they'll treat you right. Saying thank you goes a lot farther than you think.
Facts.
It may sound like a tedious idea of, oh, well, they know I'm appreciative because I'm keeping them safe. A lot of us don't. A lot of us think you could give two fucks about us for
Quite
no other
frankly, it's
reason than it is
understandable.
just it is a deep ingrained idea. So just saying a simple thank you or just typing thanks.
Or
is
GG
just
even,
the
something
mile.
as small
Or,
as that.
Yeah, hell, even a GG. Just don't be a douche. If you go out of your way to be a douche, then it just ruins the game for everybody.
Yeah, the complete transparent, like, how do you, what's the word I'm looking for? The translation to that in smaller words is, if you're a dick to your healer, you're gonna be a dick in the ground, if that makes sense. Your healer's not gonna protect you. Like, they'll do their job enough, but, you know, if you go down, it's gonna be an, oh no, rather than an, oh snap, we need this one.
Yeah, no, if you're nice to your healer, they'll go out of your, it's just like in real, it's literally just, it's a virtual version of real life. If you
Just
be
like
nice
a
to someone
waiter.
in real life, yeah, no, if you're a dick to your
Especially.
waiter, and you don't expect them to spit in your fucking food or something,
Yeah.
then you are playing a dangerous game.
You're thinking it more than an optimistic mindset, and an optimistic, more so privileged mindset is an understatement in that case.
Yeah, no, if you tell your waiter to go fuck himself, then yeah, no, that waiter's gonna tell the chef or whoever is back there, hey, yeah, this guy's a massive asshole, do what you want.
Give him the Puebis special.
Shut up, I know what that's a reference to, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, it was nice having you on the, Bapu Talk Show for, you know, for what you can speak of. The Bapu Talk Show.
I apologize now for the future interviews that may take place with me, especially if I am under the influence of alcohol. It will not be fun.
Yeah, it is about to be funny as fuck. Oh god. Anyway, it was nice talking to you, buddy. Everyone, can we
Thank
get a
you.
round of applause? Like, woo!
Laugh track done MP3 plays.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks for the interview, buddy. Have a nice day, pal.
Thank you.